So I heard you want to get head. Headshots. Headshots.
The first topic we're going to go over is going to be settings. The first thing I suggest looking at is on controls. I usually have my vibration on. My adaptive triggers are high. I don't use invert, but I mean that's up to you. Same thing with sensitivity. They're all normal, but it's up to how you play. Same thing with acceleration and dead zones. The next little section in settings we're gonna go over is the camera. I have my vehicle camera height high. I have first person auto level camera on. First pawn field of view is all the way up, and first person ragdoll and combat roll and head bobbing is on. But I know some people have it off, but it doesn't really affect me when I play. I feel like. Now for display, I usually have the graphics mode on performance so I can get the highest FPS. My radar is always on, same thing with HUD. The simple reticle size is always down, and motion blur strength is always down because when you're zoomed in a sniper, it makes it a lot blurry. Watch as we turn it up right here, and we look at Papa Saucy. Nah, bruh. You can see, we'll see the difference right now when we turn it back down. And we look at him, it's much more clear now. The best sniper I say to use would be the heavy sniper, but you gotta make sure it's upgraded to the MK2 version. The attachments I got are heavy barrel, advanced scope, extended clip, muzzle brake. However, if you're at low level and you can't get the sniper just yet, I suggest buying either the MOC, the Avenger, or the Terabyte, and then buying the weapon workshop, because then you can get at whatever level, it doesn't matter, it just costs a little bit more money. The next sniper I suggest buying is a marksman rifle. Whenever you're finding those tryhards, you might need to pull it out. I suggest upgrading to the MK2 version, making an extended clip, muzzle brake, heavy barrel, zoom scope. But this bad boy right here, oh yeah, this bad boy right here can blast you.
Rolf?
What the?
Buzz!
Okay, we're here with Dirty Doc's Ice Spice, and I'm level 662. And sadly, with that much time on GTA Online, and sadly, this isn't my first account, but this can be the best tips and tricks video about sniping on YouTube because we're gonna go over all the fundamentals.
The topic of which is better, first or third person. In most cases, first person is usually faster, as you can strafe side to side much quicker than it being in third person. As we see right here, I move much slower in third person than I did in first person. However, when you're in third person, you can also hold the X button down, or A on Xbox, or whatever your run button is on PC. This makes you move faster, or you don't have to press it, so you can slow down. And some people use this to mess up other people's momentum and try to mess up the rhythm that they're getting on their strafe. It's going to show us how fast you can move in first person strafing. As we see, he moves pretty quick. It'll be pretty hard to shoot someone moving that fast. Now he's going to convert to third person and show us how much slower it can be. As we see, he moves a lot slower than he does in first person. However, when he holds the X button down, it makes him move quicker. But holding the X button down can sometimes cause problems and make you zoom out of your sniper in third person. So I advise not to do it too much. In a situation like this, where paw is holding a choke point on you or a corner, something you can do to not be killed right away is automatically go running outside and zoom down. This takes quite a bit of time though. Another way you can do this is rolling and then zooming back in and dragging it back if you wanted to. But probably the most efficient way and the fastest way is to just peek this corner and hope you can get them before they do, just like this right here. Once you peek enough far out, you can change your strafe and start going more to the left so you can go farther away from that corner and not get trapped there again. Let's say you're clapping these guys so hard sniping that one of these chodes started using a grenade launcher and it's starting to make your screen shake a lot. To reduce some of the recoil you're getting from those explosions, you can zoom out and it reduces it slightly. When you're using regular sniper and they're using the marksman, the best thing you can do to avoid getting hit by the marksman since it's such a fast shooting gun is to do long strafes. Because when you're doing little strafes, it's a lot easier for them to hit you, and the marksman shoots rapidly, which can kill you really quickly and be fatal. So when they started shooting RPGs around a corner, because you're most likely sniping them that much, the best thing to do is to pop out all the way to the right or somewhere where it's slanted. Usually if it's upward hill and you're on the top of the hill, it's like practically impossible for them to hit you with RPG. Another good spot to go is behind some cover, but make sure there's no wall behind you or else they can use that for splash damage. You stay a good distance away from that cover. Another thing we can do is minigun them, which is one of my favorite things to do. It's really quick. If they're not moving much, it's a really easy way to get a free kill. One of the most important parts of sniping is all about your strafe. It's always good to keep mixing it up when you're fighting for someone for long periods so they don't get the rhythm to your strafe. You want to keep moving side to side, but don't go too crazy or else you'll mess your aim up.
Giggity.
Many places you can practice your aim at, or most ammunition stores that have this little dot in them. You can play your friends, as it's shown right here. It's 1 to 2 players. One of the best places to practice sniping at is usually the beach, because usually it's civilians and there's nothing really in the way. It's a good way to shoot them while they're running, or practice your strafing, just to practice shooting other players like how they would be in a real online session. A problem I often see is some people don't even use their right stick to aim like this. The problem they do is they strafe and aim just like this right here, where they strafe, and wherever they strafe is how they're aiming. You don't want to do this because it makes it just a lot harder to snipe someone, and it makes your strafe a lot worse because you're focusing on trying to aim. What you want to do is use the right stick while you move your left stick back side to side. You want to use your right stick to move left to right, up and down. That way you can have better accuracy and shoot faster and not mess up your strafe. A lot of tryhards do is they put on this helmet right here that is supposed to make you most likely 2 shots. It usually increases your health. Mask helps block the bullet, and it can make you 2 shots even with the MK2. Another helmet everyone should use is the dermals, because as you see right now, paw is all the way down there, way out of my render distance. I can't see nothing that far. Dermals on, I can see his yellow ass dot from all the way over here, and I can get a clear shot on him real easy, and it helps a lot, especially when times are dark in GTA or when it likes to be cloudy. It's perfect to use dermals. Sometimes it's the best option when people are doing really small strafes like this right here. And if the person you're fighting is in a CEO, I suggest going in a CEO as soon as possible and using BST, even if you're not sure that they're using it, because you never know. And not many people know about is being able to shoot through walls. The way you do this is you gotta be a certain distance away where the building really isn't rendered in, but you put your thermals on so you can see him like we see here. I can see Paul all the way over there. It's very faint, but you can still see them. And as you see on the map, he's behind this building, and I'm way over here, and I'm able to shoot him right now. Okay, I don't miss. Well, that one hit him. That one did too. And just like that, you can shoot them right through the whole building.